I have a customer came in for a what is this? A belt. This is a 2010 Ford Escape 2.5 liter. While he was driving, he suddenly, I don't know, felt the loss of power. Uh, Everything on his dashboard lit up, including battery. He experienced, what was it? I think he did say overheat for a couple minutes, and then he pulled over. So when something like this happened, the first thing we looked at is the belt, which is what happened here. He doesn't have any belt. His serpentine belt broke, and then when you look at the tensioner, it's also broken. All right, so we're gonna be putting the car in the lift. So we're gonna be taking out this cover right here. There's two bolts. Three bolts and one retainer. These are 10 bolts. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's one. That's two. There's another one here underneath. The splash shield. And grab your V. There's one retainer here on the side. Let's get that out. Now we'll be able to move this down. Move it out of the way. Oh, what the fuck? All right. So this is the tensioner assembly that we're going to replace. It's pretty straightforward. There's only two bolts. There's one here, that's 10, and this is, what was that, 11? But they're both 10 or 11, something like that. Let me check, my dude. Okay, these are 10 bolts. Fairly easy job. Okay, so this is the old one. All right, so when you try to shake it, it wobbles. It's not supposed to wobble like that. See, this is why sometimes your belt would this is why sometimes your belt would jump off the rail. Okay, and this is the new one. See, I'll try to wobble it. It doesn't even move. This is what you want. When you spin it, it doesn't make any noise. Alright, cool. You know what's crazy about this tensioner? You know what's crazy about this tensioner? This one is adjustable. Let me see. I say it's adjustable because right here, right here, see that it's not circle, it's oval. That means you can adjust it. See that? This is oval. This means it's adjustable. See the other side is circle. All right, that's what it means. So when you install this, the adjustable portion is going to be at the bottom. See that? See this? It goes up and down, or side to side, whatever. Okay, start with the idler pull at the top to the crankshaft. Go around the crankshaft. After the crankshaft, the water pump. Make sure you're on the correct side on each pulley. Like on the water pump, it has to be the smooth side. Then from the water pump, we go to the tensioner. But I'll leave the tensioner. I'll leave the tensioner. Ugh. On the other end of the belt. You gotta go over the second idler pulley that's in the middle. Jesus fuck, man. Tensioner. Idler pulley, and then alternator. Make sure everything is on the ridges. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the belt on the water pump and the one on the tensioner, put it back in, and then we're going to, wow, what is that, 15? That's 15. we're going to adjust the tension there to a point that we can put the belt on the water pump. I'm picking the water pump because it's a lot easier to access. Or pick any pulley you want, but for me, water pump is the one that actually makes sense. So make sure the belt is seated properly, no belt sticking out, so when you run it, it doesn't come off. So when you run the car, the belt doesn't come off. Make sure that it's properly seated. All right, guys, so this is how you change the belt on a 2010 Toyota. Fuck, this is Ford. If you guys watch this video till the end, I appreciate you guys. If you guys drop a comment, anything you want to discuss, questions, whatever, I'll try to do my best to get back to you. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.